real talk, if you use Meta for business, you already know it can go sideways really fast.
Yikes.
1 minute everything looks normal, and the next minute you're stuck in a maze of settings, support ticket screenshots, and nonsense. So today, Jody and I are mixing things up and breaking down our latest meta hack. Yay!
Yay, so fun.
How it started, what we had to do, what support was like, and how we're moving forward now.
Right. Let's start with what kicked this whole thing off.
So, this is a long story short. I woke up to a meta charge on my Apple Card and sent Jody a message and said, "Hey, something doesn't look right. There's a huge charge for one of our clients who normally is a little squeaky on the wallet." And it was a
Right.
$300 charge. And Jody was like,
I
"No,
was like, I mean, I hope I didn't make that mistake.
if I did, I'll
Anyway,
pay you back."
I'll pay you back. But I was like, surely not. So I went into from what I could see, I set up the ad as normal. So we did a little more investigating.
Yes.
Hmm.
And someone from what we think was Vietnam cloned, somehow hacked into my business portfolio
Hmm.
and cloned this ad and was selling, I don't know what it was. It looked like food in a container
Mm.
overseas and apparently was scamming people out of money. They were selling this and was not fulfilling their end of the deal, but using my credit card and my business portfolio to create ads to sell this.
It's just crazy.
I
The
mean,
schemes and scams.
so I immediately messaged Meta. I could get through to them. Meta verified here for almost 3 years on all of my accounts, including my Instagram. And they got on it right away, kicked them off, and no problems. Well, a little bit later, I checked, they were back on there.
Mm.
And they overtook my account and posted extremely ugly content to a sale community site I was in on Facebook. Automatic ban.
Wow.
No questions asked, automatic ban.
And when you're locked out of your personal account,
You're
good
locked out of
luck.
everything. Yeah.
Good luck. Yeah.
At
Hmm.
that point, I no longer had an access to Meta.
Hmm.
No longer. So at $1,100 worth of charges, we're all in panic mode
Yep.
because we soon realized what, Jody?
We were not only locked out of Meta, but a lot of our accounts had been taken over. Let's say like 5 accounts had been taken over. The other admins had been kicked off. And some of them were gone. Some of the accounts were completely gone. And so, yeah, so a moment of like, oh, we have to break the news to everybody. So the first thing we did was make sure you were not anything Brandy Kemp was not an admin on any of the accounts to make sure that we didn't have that problem of admins getting taken off anymore. So that was we treated it as a triage. Let's get this emergency, stop the bleeding, and then we can start dressing the wounds, right? So um, that was the first step. We
And
also
then let me
organized
interrupt.
ourselves. Yeah,
I'm so thankful that you were able to think clearly about that because there's like 100 thoughts going on, and you're like, where do I start?
right.
And you were smart and took the lead and jumped right on that because I was not thinking. I knew it was connected to me, but not thinking of I need to come off of all of these accounts.
Right. And a lot of clients were quick to respond. They were able to get me added back on as an admin. So basically, we created a spreadsheet to track all of the progress in each hack, and we had color coded systems. So we got you off of it. They added me on there because I was not compromised. We also changed all of our passwords and set up two-factor verification immediately on everything. We also told our clients to do do that if they were compromised. Change your password. Make sure that there's no other devices on your account that you don't recognize. Make sure there's no other users using your account. And then we started manually going in and posting the people that we had access to. That way we didn't miss, like some of the accounts did not miss a day, because what happened was, because of Brandy's account getting hacked and deleted basically, and disconnected all of our accounts from our scheduling software for Meta. So we were having to, in the progress of like, it all
Yeah.
happened in stages, in the process of making sure everybody's accounts they were safe. We also were making sure that they were getting posted, and trying to reconnect as we could, because and also reporting accounts, like the ones that were still active. We were
Yes.
continually, Brandy was trying to contact Meta through the ways that she had been talking to him. We were reporting accounts. We were getting other people to report accounts. We were going through the whole process of a hacking, what Facebook tells you to do in a hacking situation. And
So
Brandy,
Meta gave me a case number. So when the hackers posted this ugly content, and apparently everything at Meta is black and white. There's absolutely no gray whatsoever. They
right,
immediately kicked me off and banned me from Facebook because this content was extremely ugly. And I
right,
hope that if anybody got a glimpse of it, they knew it was not me.
right,
But because they kicked me off immediately, that broke all communication,
right.
every single bit of it. And this one poor girl, Danielle, who had talked to me in the beginning, had sent me a "How did we do" email from our original conversation. I went full blown, lack of a better word, Karen on her.
As you should.
Sent her so many emails like, look, this has happened. I've been kicked off. This is a business. I've done this. I've spent money with Meta. I'm Meta verified. I have this case number.
Right,
Sent probably, I think, 7 messages the first day, 8 the next, and I'm still trickling down, but still messaging her every day and have yet to hear from
it's
four.
crazy.
And they're
And we're
probably going in nowhere.
right, nowhere. And we've been reporting that we're getting now responses back from the reporting of businesses being hacked, and they're like, sorry, we can't do anything about it, basically, or we're not going to, because it doesn't defy the community guidelines. And I'm like, I recall a day when Facebook, you could get, I mean, there were times whenever I was like, would get blocked from liking stuff or sending out messages because I sent out too many.
Right.
Because I was like sending messages to students who went to at my previous job, students who went to the school, and I was like having to message them on there, and they would be like, sorry, you might be spamming, even though it was legitimate messages. And that would be paused from messaging for that day. So, how have we gotten to this point with Meta? Is my question.
Well, here's another thing. I went ahead and started a new account under a new email address,
Right,
under the radar, and immediately started adding friends trying to rebuild. Well, now Meta has put restrictions on my new account, so I can only add one friend at a time every third day. So, and I'm still constantly getting messages. Have you been hacked? And I'm like, oh my gosh, have you been hacked? I got a new friend request from you.
oh my gosh.
So,
I mean, come on, Meta. Meta, are you
so
listening?
yeah, right. So I am still okay. Okay, let me back up. So we have still messaged Meta behind the scenes for every single account that has disappeared. There was 5, like you said, including my own, which that's the last one on my list,
Right,
and my personal account. We have reported those pages as hacked. Or I've reported my personal page as hacked,
right,
and you just continually go
right.
in circles, and nothing. I've done the face verification, and all of this has a boomerang effect. So I had $1,100 worth of charges. Meta, obviously, I was not getting my money back from them. So I go to Apple, which is my credit card company that was connected through PayPal
Mm-hmm.
to Meta. So Apple immediately, thank you, Apple. I love Apple. They give you a lot back on your savings account. Look at Apple. It's the Apple Wallet on your iPhone. Great credit card. It's a security card, so it's actually like a virtual credit card, and they spin a new number, a new three-digit code every few minutes. So if someone does steal it, they can't continue to steal it.
That's awesome.
So Apple
Not
went,
sponsored, Apple.
not right. Apple went in and immediately gave me back my money. No questions asked. Then
Mm-hmm.
they gave me a brand new virtual credit card number. Now, keep in mind, here's the boomerang effect. Because that card was through PayPal, PayPal has now shut me down because they had to refund this money to Apple, which came from Meta. So PayPal, if anybody pays me through PayPal, they hold that money hostage now until I'm able to give PayPal my original credit card number, which Apple now no longer exists because Apple's given me a new security number. I mean, I'm sorry, new
Uh,
virtual credit card number. So I have gone in circles with PayPal.
oh my gosh. Any better with the customer service?
No,
Okay.
it's a continual circle. So now we have found out that since we have had 5 accounts that have been compromised, we have created new accounts for them to try to rebuild them up. And we found out that our CRM has a glitch in it. You want to talk about that, Jody?
Oh yeah, so basically it's like the ghost of accounts past. And so anytime we, even though it says we publish to another, like the correct Facebook account or whatever, it still has where the old Facebook account is failing. So we're, of course, double checking every morning to make sure everything gets posted. And yeah, it's still, and some of them are getting disconnected, reconnected. I think it's just, maybe it's like it's just being glitchy. And
Yeah,
is the internet glitching is my question.
right.
Internet as a whole. But yeah, it's been a complete like I've have been on Facebook since 2005. I was a college student when they were only allowing people who had college student email addresses to get on Facebook. And it was a very, I'm seeing it grow from what it was to what it is now is disheartening. And I know not just on a personal level, because like looking at my news feed, I'm like, I don't even know any of these accounts, right? I've never followed any of these accounts. And I think the reason why is because there's a widespread hacking problem where they hack accounts that have a substantial following. And then they do a takeover and sell it to the highest bidder, and it just becomes a meme account or some sort of account that's just like a spam account, basically. I seriously, like, looking at all of the, like, I've been deep diving on what are the ways to get in touch with Meta? How can we handle this problem? And all over message boards, it's other businesses and other marketing companies and other, just individuals who are going through the same thing and like coming to a dead end. There's no phone number to call. They're like, I'm not even sure really there's many people working at Meta anymore. AI's in charge of Meta. And it just seems like the problem is just going to get worse with Meta.
Yeah.
So, you
Sadly,
know,
though,
mhm,
Facebook is
it's still a
still
venue,
needed.
right? Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
still
because
needed.
if you Google a business, Facebook still comes up as one of the top hits.
Right.
Well, and so it's almost like a, like, what you don't put all your eggs in the same basket or whatever. Like, so what we're advising to our clients is, just be careful. Don't expect Facebook to be your only line of marketing, right? You need to be well rounded in the marketing game, not just if something like this happens, but like also to be active on a variety of different, you never know which social media platform is going to blow up next. You know what I mean? Like, you
Right.
never know, like maybe Instagram suddenly peaks again, or maybe, of course, TikTok has had a big upsurge in following in the last 5 years or so. So,
But the rule of thumb is you need your own list because
mhm,
all of this could go away one day and we could
right.
go back to newspaper and radio.
I mean,
Because-
truly, you might be, yeah, sending mailers out. I mean, yeah, there's a variety of things that you should do. You should definitely be visible on as many accounts as possible, but realize that if you're on the internet, there are so many and increasingly so hackers all over the world who are using AI and using all these other systems in place that they have like a system. They did all this within an hour. Within
Right.
1 hour, all this happened. And so they have a system in place. And so you have to be aware that if you're doing business on the internet or promoting yourself on the internet, there are risks. And you want to manage those risks by like making sure that you change your password however often, maybe once a month, honestly. Two-factor verification on all accounts. Make sure you have accounts across all platforms so that you have more visibility. And then also, yeah, have your list, make a funnel, get your email list together because that's a direct contact. You're not playing a game of algorithm at that point. You have a
Right.
direct contact to your client. So,
And we have our system in place now.
right, yeah,
We were, I hate to say this, we were not prepared for this. But going forward, we have a system in place now and we know what to do. Hopefully, this never happens again,
my
but
gosh,
it's not something that we can prevent,
right,
fortunately. Like you said, if you're on the internet, you're at risk.
you're
But
at
we have
risk.
our systems in place, and this is why systems matter, why backups matter, why all of this matters, because I feel even though it was extremely stressful for us, our clients were so great and understanding, and I know you're going to take care of this. I know that
Right,
you're in our corner, and that actually brought us to tears a few times.
right,
But like I said, we're still working past this, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel, which feels really good, except for my PayPal. But I mean, that's besides the point. But we're moving forward. We're doing things differently now. We have systems in place, and honestly, I think this happened, and it that's what matters. And we're moving forward, and we know what the problem is, and we know how to find the problem now and address the problem. And I mean, that's part of growth.
right. And risk management is so, like, cybersecurity is going to be so important to a lot of businesses, not just on, I'm telling you, your emails. Keep an eye on your activity on your emails. Don't click on links. Period.
Right.
Do not, if you find something that's suspicious, we would be happy to vet something for you. If you think, send us a screenshot of something. If you think it's suspicious, we can tell you for sure. Be careful because even there's so many scams out there right now to get your login credentials for whatever they can get.
Right.
And you just have to be careful on the internet these days. Or maybe always. I don't know.
Anywhere you go.
Anywhere you go. It's like walking through an open air market and you have there's haggling going on. There's also pickpockets and you gotta like be careful. Hold your bag close, like take precautions. Okay?
Oh, me. So at the end of the day, this is why good marketing is not just pretty posts, clever captions. It's systems, it's troubleshooting, it's knowing how to keep moving when the platforms make things harder than they should be.
Right.
And
And emergency plans.
yes, yes. But that's our latest meta hack. the mess, the support circus, and how we're moving forward.
Yay. Yes. I mean, that happened at the end of March, and I think within the 2 weeks, we have really stabilized everything, reconnected almost all accounts, and have, I think, started rebuilding. And I feel good about the fact that we were able to successfully get through that. I hope it never happens again.
Yes, I do
And
too.
we hope that everybody takes, learns a lesson from us and like really thinks this through for your business and how you can safeguard yourself not only through, you know, internet things, but also like think about ways that you can keep your business going if no matter what happens. Like think about your processes, your procedures, emergency plans, everything because at the end of the day, if you're the boss, that's your number one is keeping your business afloat. So, yeah.
And I'm going to post links to the Facebook pages for the accounts that we've had to rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
If you would be generous enough to just go in and like to help them rebuild these pages, that would be
Right.
beautiful. That would be so helpful. And it's just my customers, it's not my own. I really I know that they would appreciate it and you would appreciate it if this happened to you for sure.
Right. Totally. Let's give them some love.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us for another marketing shakedown. Hopefully next time we'll be all smiles and a little bit more chipper.
And hopefully we never have to deal with Meta customer service ever again. Ever and ever. All right. Well, we'll see you
Bye.
next time. Bye.